Right, turning now to our climate in crisis. Global climate's predictions show temperatures will continue to get hotter in the next 5 years, increasing risks and impacts on society and our economy. This is according to a new report from the World Meteorological Organization. So here to break down the latest findings is meteorologist Vianey Arana.
Hi, Audrey. And this report expands on the next 5 years. So it's a drawn out, lengthy insight into what could potentially be if we don't take action and what could kind of be looking ahead to, right? So, you know, they released this report and they released this great video with key points, but they use climate modeling to look at the water resources, the temperatures, in order to analyze the changes that are actively happening in hopes of not just giving us the information of the changes, but so that policymakers can include this in their planning when it comes to mitigation around climate change. Also, the impacts on the economy, and most importantly, how we can keep the community safe by using this information in real life scenarios that impact us on a daily basis, both on a local and a global scale. So information like this is key, which is why funding for more information and data ahead is very important.
And it's just important for a lot of people to become more knowledgeable about what's happening. How often do these reports get released?
Well, you know, based on the data, they do try to update it as often as once a year. They released one in 2024, but every year it has new information, Audrey. And these are some of the key highlights out of this one. So again, this is within that 1 to 5 year span, 80% chance that in 1 to 5 years, we will exceed that 2024 marker, which was just last year, as the warmest. So we're expected to hit new record highs. There's also an 86% chance that more than 1.5 degrees Celsius will be above that 850 to 1900 average. So we want to remain below that because any just slight warming of our ocean has a significant impact both on us and our ecosystems. Also, it's predicted that we could see a 70% warming for 2025 to 2029, which will be more than that 1.5 degrees Celsius that we want to aim to stay below. And then the long-term warming remains below that over decades. So right now, even the Arctic is suffering. The Arctic warming is predicted to outstrip global averages. And one thing that we can probably definitely tell between year to year is the precipitation patterns have big regional variations, right? So one year we go from a ton of rain, the next year we see less rain, and those seasonal pattern changes we're not definitely, you know, changing from one day to the next, but we've seen it how it can impact from drought to extreme flooding, and that's what we'll continue to monitor. But again, this is when that 1 to 5 year span, and they make adjustments according to all of the climate model and data. But for the full report, I'll make sure to link this on our Climate in Crisis tab.
Eye-opening information. Vianey, thank you.